are telling you too. Good morning. Shh. It is Tuesday, December the 24th. It is Christmas Eve here on the farm, and I hope y'all are all doing good. Christmas Eve gift is a tradition my family has said for many years. Every year I look it up because the origins of it are not really clear. The way we did it is first person on Christmas Eve to say Christmas Eve gift got to open a package first. So it became quite the deal. You know, I remember as a little kid when we lived over the road from my grandparents, I would get up and I would call my grandpa's house, and he wouldn't say hello when he answered that phone. He wouldn't say anything. He knew it was me, and he would say Christmas Eve gift before I could ever say it. And then you get up, you know, we'd get in the habit of whoever woke up in the middle of the night would wake the whole house up saying Christmas Eve gift. Nobody knows exactly where the phrase comes from. Christmas gift seems to be the more used saying of it, but in the South, and particularly in the rural South, we say Christmas Eve gift. Kind of like the tradition of getting apples and oranges and candy, because the oranges and apples were saved up because fresh fruit was kind of unusual for people to have, and so that was a big deal to have apples and oranges and candy and a peppermint stick, one of those big peppermint sticks. Everybody always got one of those at Christmas also. Those were sort of your once a year big treats living out here on the farm. So some people think that it comes from Europe. Some people think that it comes from the African Americans that descended from slaves. Some people think it started during the Great Depression. Wikipedia said it didn't start till the 50s, and I know better than that because my family has been saying it since way before the 50s. So anyway, Christmas Eve gift is what we say when we first greet people. And you say that when you go somewhere or you greet someone, because I guess you're the gift that they get to see you on Christmas Eve. So anyway, so I thought I would say Christmas Eve gift to all y'all this morning. I am up, obviously been up for a little bit, let the dogs out, done a little bit in the house. This morning I've got to finish up Tommy and Amber's baskets. I don't know what time we're getting together for Mary Ann's birthday celebration today, but I got to finish up Tommy and Amber's baskets, and also I want to work on my hat. So I'm going to try to get that hat finished in the next couple of days and get that out of my whips. So anyway, so good morning to y'all and Christmas Eve gift. I'll check back in a little while. Baxter's helping me. I was knitting, but Baxter came in late on it. So I've got a little bit more yarn I need to record because I keep finding project bags that I realized I didn't. I took pictures in the group picture, but I didn't record it. So I'm going to do that since I can't access my knitting at the moment because I have a big orange cat on it. Are you a good boy? This cat, y'all, I swear sometimes. No, I don't want to play rabbits. You're rotten. You know it? But I love you. I love you. Yes. Okay, well, I'm around and I've cleaned up and changed clothes with my Santa Claus shirt on, and I'm going to head over to Mary Ann's for their birthday/Christmas event, and then I'll be back this afternoon in time to put hay out for the cows, and I decided I will do a Christmas Eve cast on. You know, I like to be a joiner, I guess. Kaz is having one on the Scottish Knitting podcast, the We Sew and Sew Scottish Knitting podcast. And as I was looking through my stuff, I have everything ready to go for the Bridget hat, which is a cabled hat, already in a bag. And so I thought, well, I'll just cast that on really quick. I don't have to try to finish it until the 1st of March, so I think I can get it finished in that amount of time. It's a doable project. It's a hat, so it's small, and it's in Blacker Yarns DK, so it should be a fairly quick knit, even though it's cabled. So, hi Baxter. Anyway, I'm gonna get everything loaded up and head over to Miss Mary. Well, one of the herds of horses needed hay, so I volunteered to come down here and do it. That way they were already dressed in their nice clothes and stuff, and I just had on blue jeans and tennis shoes, so it was easy enough for me to put it out. It was the Seagraves horses, so they're not hard to deal with. I gave Marianne her wagon. She seemed to really appreciate it, so I figured I'd go ahead and give it to her before. That way, if she wanted it down here at the barn, I could just go on and bring it. Get the door closed here. But anyway, hopefully she'll like it. It's not handmade, but something she really needed, so hopefully she's glad that she's got it. So I'm going to head on back up there and see what's going on.
Do you want to ride on me? Do you want a horse? You get on? Or you want to get on Rory? You want to get on Rory?
Now it's like gray.
That's a caramel.
A horsey! More of you in there setting up. I don't trust you.
Especially when there's biscuits involved.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it has a remote.
Mama.
What'd you get there? Oh, very good. Turn around.
Put him in white pictures.
Woo. What does your cup have? A kiss mark on it? Oh. Now you got to get them loose from the dinosaur. Who knew it was that complicated?
She's got very funny eyes.
Keep turning the lights off.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
It'll brighten up here in a minute. Oh, ow, ow. Oh, you blew 3 of them out.
Yeah, well, let's go see the king.
Can't make a noise. So let's come have me blowing candles.
You don't blow out the candles?
He does. He likes to blow out the candles.
There you go.
Come
There
on,
you go.
Thomas. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
Yay! Well, that was fun. Celebrated the birthday and gave her all of her gifts, and we got our gifts from everybody and had a really good chocolate mousse cake that Tommy made. So now I've got to head home and finish my chores. So I'm headed home, and I was listening to John Denver and the Muppets Christmas album. That was one of my favorite albums. My mom got me for that for me when I was about 10 years old on vinyl. And I still love that album. It's probably that and the first Trans-Siberian Orchestra album are probably my 2 very favorite Christmas albums ever. I was just thinking, and it's a thought that I hadn't had in a lot of years, but Marianne gave us all, she always gives everybody bought one of those bins of popcorn, and then she gives you chocolate or something like that. She gave me chocolate covered cherries. And I remember my dad used to always buy those to take to my great aunts and uncles. And one of my dad's things was he would never he wasn't a Christmas shopper, but if he did do any Christmas shopping, it was always Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve every flipping year. He would want, because he's like, you get the best deals then. And so we would take him out on he and I would get up and go on Christmas Eve every year and look for something. He never knew what size my mom wore, so I'd always make sure I knew what size she wore, kind of what she wanted, where to go to get it. And he was always so pleased with himself for picking out the right gift for her when I was the one kind of steering the ship, you know. My mom was one of those, she would shop, shop all year, because, we lived on her bus drivers and teacher's aid salary, so she couldn't spend a lot of money on Christmas all at once. She had to buy little things through the year, and put them back. And she made things too. She always made little things as well. But I just remember, she would have like stuff bought and stuck back and stuck back and stuck back, all year long. And she would always get us socks, and she'd get me ponytail holders and underwear. And a couple of years ago, after she'd been gone, I was like, why don't I have any underwear and socks? And it's because every year I knew she would get me underwear and socks and ponytail holders for Christmas. Last year, Marianne got me a bunch of ponytail holders because I had told her about that. So she bought me a whole bunch of ponytail holders for put in my Christmas bag. It's this time of year can be a challenge. I mean, it really can for people. Because it's as stoic as you try to be, it is hard when your family is gone. And Marianne's family and several people have reached out and said, oh, you're welcome to come. And Marianne has just folded me into her family just like I'm her daughter. But it is hard this time of year when you get to thinking about those kind of things. I mean, it's happy and it's sad too, but it's just funny that memory crossed my mind as I was headed home about, boy, my dad, that was his thing, was Christmas Eve. He went out shopping Christmas Eve. And, oh, me. And I'd get so aggravated at him, but I'd give anything to be able to do that for either one of them again now. So I'm headed on to the house here. I'm almost home. I've got to put out a bale of hay for the cows before it gets completely dark. And then I'm probably just going to settle in with some Christmas movies or Christmas TV programs on Netflix or Amazon Prime and do some knitting. So anyway, I'll check back in with y'all again in a little bit. Well, I'm home and got everybody settled in for tonight. Probably going to go to bed a little earlier than I did last night. I stayed up a little bit later. I stayed up till 11, which is late for me. I've made some good progress on my hat. So now you can see the horses quite clearly on it. There's 4 horses on it. There's these 2, which are a little bit lower down. And then there's 2 more on the other side, which are a little bit higher up. And I'm just finishing them up. And then I think I've got about, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got about 20 rows before I start my crown decreases. So I'm quite pleased with how it looks. And I'm pleased to be using up that yarn that I had in my stash. So I think that was a good choice to do with it. It's going to be a nice, pretty colorful hat when I'm done. But anyway, so I don't know when the end of Advent is. I know some people are stopping their videos today. I'll record tomorrow, and that'll be my last one, I think, for this Vlogmas. But anyway, I hope that if you've celebrated tonight with your friends or family or your chosen family, that you've had a good time. I hope that if you're feeling a little lonely or sad, that you know someone that you can reach out to. I know that Christmas can be difficult for some people. It brings up a lot of memories, maybe some that are happy and some that are not so happy, or maybe it brings up issues in your family or with your friends or with yourself. We all struggle from time to time, I know. This hasn't been the easiest Christmas for me for whatever reason, but I have managed, and I think being able to visit with all of you has definitely helped. But overall, it's been a good one, and I'm grateful that I've got to spend some time with all of you, and I've enjoyed reading your comments and your feedback, and I'll look forward to getting started with a new year of make-alongs and stuff. I'm probably going to record a bonus video tomorrow, or 2 bonus videos. One of them's going to be my tour of trees, because my friend Dana at work likes it when I do my tour of trees and show all my ornaments. And then I'm going to record the prize packages for the make-along winners for this year. So we've had some wonderful prizes donated by several very kind, generous people, and I'm very grateful for what has been donated. I've added some things that I have purchased through the year. So I'm going to probably put together prize packages. I'm going to kind of see what all I've got, and then decide if I'm going to give away like 1 big package or 2 less big packages per make-along that we hosted this year. And I'll start putting up the threads for the new make-alongs tomorrow. I want to try to work outside some if the weather's going to be good. I want to take advantage of that. I've got some things that I want to try to do tomorrow. But at any rate, so I am going to call it an evening. So I hope that your Christmas Eve gift has been a good day. And I will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for Merry Christmas. Oh, and here's Simon. Bye, y'all.